What up, this is your boy, Mr. Downtown Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Orlando for Wednesday, November 9th, 2022, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Mystery Science Theater 3000 announced the titles for its 2022 Thanksgiving Day Marathon on Tuesday. The Turkey Day Marathon begins at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. 8 classic episodes have been, quote, surgically enhanced with upscale high-definition resolution. 2 episodes in the short film come from the most recent new season. Film screening on Thanksgiving Day 2022 are The Sword and the Dragon, The Starfighters, Catalina Caper, Horror of Party Beach, Santo and the Treasure of Dracula, Beyond Atlantis, Warrior of the Lost City, City Limits, Parts, The Clonus Horror, Mitchell, and the short Sleep for Health. New films begin every 2 hours. Felicia Day and Rebecca Hansen hosted this year's Turkey Day Marathon. In the episodes, astronauts make fun of bad movies they are forced to watch with their robot companions. Hansen is the puppeteer who plays the robot GPC. Day plays Kinga Forrester, the descendant of the evil masterminds who devised the Mystery Science Theater 3000 experiment. On camera, Hansen also plays Cynthia Forrester. Season 13 premieres May 6 on the Gizmoplex platform after Netflix canceled the revival. A Kickstarter campaign raised enough money for a 13-episode new season. The Turkey Day Marathon will be viewable outside the Gizmoplex on Shout Factory TV. Schedule and viewing options are available at mst3kturkeyday.com. Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau will appear as a guest on Canada's Drag Race Canada vs. the World. World Wonder announced the appearance Tuesday alongside with a list of guest judges including Angelique, Gary Janetti, Hollywood Jade, Jean Baker, Josie, Monet Times Change, and Priyanka. The stars will join Brooklyn Heights, Brad Goretzky, and Tracy Melcher at the judges' table. The press release reads, Queen's talent are tested in maxi and mini challenges and lip sync battles where one queen will win the chance to eliminate a fellow competitor until a winner is crowned. On October 17th, World Wonder announced that Anita Wiggett, Isis Couture, Kendall Jenner, Raja O'Hara, Rita Baga, Silky Nutmeg Ganache, Stephanie Prince, Vanity Milan, and Victoria Scone will compete on Canada's Drag Race Canada vs. the World. Isis Couture won Season 2 of Canada's Drag Race, while Rita Baga was runner-up on Season 1. Raja O'Hara was a contestant on RuPaul's Drag Race Season 11 and runner-up on All Stars Season 6. The series will premiere on November 18th on Crave in Canada and on WOW Presents Plus in the United States. Casey Anthony will speak out in the new limited series Casey Anthony, Where the Truth Lies, Peacock announced. The press release from Peacock read on Tuesday, for the first time on camera, Casey Anthony sits down to share her side of the story since her culture-defining trial and acquittal 11 years ago. The docuseries will also feature Casey's personal archives, behind-the-scenes footage, and the defense evidence for a never-before-seen look into both sides of the story that ignited a media firestorm. Series director Alexandra Dean said since her acquittal in 2011, public opinion of Casey Anthony has been largely shaped by the media convinced of her guilt. Casey has never given an in-depth or on-camera interview explaining her actions until now, and as a filmmaker and journalist, my interest was in getting closer to the unbiased truth by hearing all sides of the story. ABC News came under fire in 2010 after it was revealed that they had paid Anthony $200,000 for exclusive rights to reproduce family photos and video. Casey Anthony, Where the Truth Lies, will premiere on Peacock on November 29th. Peacock posted a teaser on YouTube on Tuesday. Production is underway for True Detective Season 4. HBO confirmed in a press release Tuesday that the new season, titled True Detective North Country, has started production in Iceland. Season 4 stars Jodie Foster, Kaylee Reese, John Hawes, Christopher Eccleston, Fiona Shaw, Finn Bennett, Anne Lama, Akiva Nalivia, Isabella Starr LeBlanc, and Joel D. Montegrom. The official synopsis reads, when the long winter night falls in Ennis, Alaska, the 8 men who operate the Shalat Arctic Research Station vanish without a trace. To solve the case, Detective Liz Danvers, played by Foster, and Evangeline Navarro, played by Reese, must confront their past and the dark troops lying underneath the Arctic ice. Issa Lopez serves as the writer, showrunner, and director. She also executive produces with Foster, Barry Jenkins, Matthew McConaughey, Woody Harrelson, Carrie Joy Fukunaga, and Nick Pizzolatto. True Detective is an anthology crime drama created by Pizzolatto. Season 1 premiered in 2014 and starred McConaughey and Harrelson, while Season 2 and 3 were released in 2015 and 2019, respectively. The Empress will return for her second season on Netflix. The streaming service confirmed in a press release Tuesday that it renewed the German period drama for Season 2. The Empress explores the life of Elizabeth von Wisselbach, or Empress Elizabeth of Austria, who lived from 1837 to 1898. Elizabeth was married to Franz Joseph I of Austria, the Emperor of Austria, and King of Hungary from 1848 to 1916. Devrim Lingenho and Philip Franjean play Elizabeth and Joseph in the show. Showrunner Katharina Easton says, I'm incredibly grateful that we are able to touch so many different people in Germany and all over the world with our series. The story of Elizabeth's life is a story of the power of love, but also of the courage to be different and of hope for a better future. And that's what we need at this time. And that's why we're happy to be able to continue telling this exciting story. Netflix Vice President of Content Daj Kaja Hofem added, it is wonderful to see that our very own interpretation of this popular historical figure has generated interest and enthusiasm among many people. It shows that people want to see more of Elizabeth. Lignan and Frajan will return for Season 2 along with cast members Malinka Furchatan, Jonas Nuzenbaum, Amikla Bacharach, and Jordis Trebel. Too Hot to Handle will return for a 4th season on Netflix in December. The streaming service shared a teaser and premiere date December 7th for the season Tuesday. Too Hot to Handle is hosted by a virtual assistant named Lana. The show features 10 singles who live together in a house for 4 weeks and are eliminated if they are engaged in any sexual activity. Contestants go into the series not knowing the rules and thinking that they're participating in a different reality show. The season 4 teaser features Mario Lopez introducing the fake series Wild Love. He says, this is Wild Love, the dating show that harnesses the power of adrenaline to help you fall in love harder and more intensely than ever. 10 super hot singles are about to push their love lives to the limit. Netflix's other dating series includes Love is Blind, which will return for a 3rd season in October. The show was renewed through Season 5 in March. Weird Al Yankovic is the latest artist to perform with classroom instruments on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. The 60-year-old parody singer and musician joined host Jimmy Fallon and the house band The Roots for Monday's episode of the NBC Late Night Talk Show. Yankovic, Fallon, and The Roots perform a melody of Yankovic's greatest hits while using an accordion, tambourine, xylophone, and other instruments. The melodies feature Yankovic songs. Another One Rides the Bus, Wide and Nerdy, I Want a New Duck, Eat It, Fat, I Love Rocky Road, My Bologna, and Yoda. Ryan Reynolds is rethinking his approach to stunts with baby number 4 on the way. The 46-year-old actor says on Monday's episode of The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon that the impending birth of his 4th child with his wife, actress Blake Lively, has made him reconsider performing stunts. Reynolds is known for playing Wade Wilson, aka Deadpool, in the Marvel superhero film Deadpool 2016 and in the sequel Deadpool 2 2018. He also recently starred in the action films Free Guy, Red Notice, and Bullet Train. On The Tonight Show, Reynolds confirmed he and Lively have 3 beautiful girls right now and 4th one on the way. Reynolds says it really makes you rethink stunts. You know, I've been doing action movies for 25 years. I've broken 12 bones. I just had a 7th surgery. And you know, kids, though, they beat you up. I oftentimes it's not an alarm clock that just wakes me up. It's a knee to the jugular. I'm rethinking doing stunts now because I'm starting to realize I want to be able to still kind of be active with my kids and stuff. And he jokingly added, like, I love throwing them up in the air. Like, I can throw my daughter Betty, especially I can throw her. She's so little. I can throw her high in the air still, and she loves it. The problem is I can't catch her. Reynolds and Lively have 3 daughters, James, Inez, and Betty. The couple announced in September that they are expecting a 4th child. Reynolds says on The Tonight Show that he is hoping his unborn child is a girl. He explained, I'm a girl dad. I'm used to that. I'm ready for that. Reynolds will next star with Will Ferrell in Spirited, a reimagining of A Christmas Carol. The film premieres November 18th on Apple TV+. Actor and director Sean Penn loaned his Oscar statuette to Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky on Tuesday in a gesture to support amid the ongoing war with Russia. Penn was in the Ukraine and handed over the trophy in person, telling Zelensky to return it when his country wins the war. Russia invaded Ukraine in February. Penn told the Ukrainian leader, when you win, bring this back to Malibu. I'll feel much better knowing a piece of me is here. Penn had visited Ukraine 3 times since the conflict began, voicing his support for the Ukraine and Zelensky. He filmed the documentary in the country in March. Penn has won 2 Oscars for Best Actor for Mystic River in 2003 and Milk in 2008. Penn told Zelensky, this is for you. It's just a symbolic, silly thing, but if I know this is here with you, then I'll feel better and stronger for the fight, referencing to him as a great friend. In September, Penn's ties to Ukraine landed him on Russia's top stop list, banning him from entering the country. Russia imposed retaliatory sanctions against 25 Americans, including Penn and fellow actor Ben Stiller, in response to those the Biden administration has slapped against the Russian officials and oligarchs over the Kremlin's war in Ukraine. Stiller has also visited the Ukraine. Zelensky, who's a former comedian and actor, better known for his satire before getting into politics. He presented Penn with the Ukraine Order of Merits to thank him for his sincere support and significant contributions to the popularization of the Ukraine in the world. Viola Davis will be portraying fictional American President Taylor Sutton in the upcoming thriller G20 from Amazon Studios and MRC Films. The film depicts a terrorist takeover of the titular G20 summit, leaving Sutton to defend her family and fellow world leaders. G20 is directed by Patricia Rick, who directed The 33, based on the real-life survival story of the 2010 Copio mining accident in Chile. Noah and Logan Miller, the screenwriters behind White Boy Rick, penned the script. The head of Amazon Studios, Julie Rappaport, said in a statement, Viola is truly one-of-a-kind talent in front of and behind the camera. We can't wait to watch her bring her dynamic character that is President Sutton to life. Fresh off her starring role in The Woman King and her reoccurring role as Amanda Waller in the DC Cinematic Universe, Davis also is a producer on G20 via Juvie Productions, which she runs with her husband Julius Tennant. No release date has been announced, but G20 eventually will be available on Prime Video in over 240 countries and territories. Bad Sisters will return for a 2nd season on Apple TV+. The streaming service confirmed in a press release Tuesday that it renewed the dark comedy series for Season 2. Bad Sisters is developed by Sharon Horgan, Dave Finkel, and Brett Baer. The show is based on the Flemish series Clan, created by Malin Saragosen. Horgan also writes, stars, and serves as an executive producer with Gosen, Brett Hammond-Lick, Michael Sagal, Faye Dorn, and Celia Mountainford. Bad Sisters follows the Garvey sisters, Horgan, Anna Marie Duff, Eve Berthwissel, Sarah Green, and Eve Hewson in the wake of their brother-in-law, John Paul, played by Claire's Bang Deaf. The official description reads, when their brother-in-law winds up dead, his life insurers launch an investigation to prove malicious intent and set their sights on the sisters, all of whom have ample reasons to kill him. Bad Sisters premiered in August and has been well received by fans and critics. Horgan says, if you have told me 3 years ago that I'd be making a series about 5 murderous sisters chasing a man around Ireland trying to kill him, I'd have to say, yeah, that sounds about right. The response to our show has been beyond what we could have hoped for. It gives us the opportunity to shine a light on stories that don't always get such a global platform. I look forward to getting chilly in the Irish seas one more time. Horgan is also known for creating the series Pulling, Catastrophe, and Divorce. And finally, Stephen Colbert announced Chris Evans as People magazine's sexiest man alive on The Late Show. In a skit, Colbert said people were deciding between last week's Tonight's host John Oliver and Captain America actor Chris Evans. As Evans was announced, Oliver stomped out of the audience yelling, "He's not even here. Recount. Stop the steal." Evans sent a video to The Late Show, which featured Dwayne Johnson, 2016 Sexiest Man Alive, presenting Evans with the title. Johnson said he is the sexiest man alive for life and joked that he will share the title with Evans. Johnson then asked Evans to say something sexy, to which he replied, "Go vote tomorrow." In an interview, Evans told People magazine that his mom will be so happy he has the title. He says, "She's so proud of everything I do, but this is something that she can really brag about." The actor is wearing a white t-shirt, gold chain, and navy pants with the braided belt on the magazine article. The 41-year-old recently starred in Gray Man on Netflix and Pixar's Lightyear. Evans is known for being politically active and launched a Starting Point in 2020, a news platform. Polaroid was named People's Sexiest Man Alive in 2021, and his title was also announced on The Late Show. And as your entertainment report for Wednesday, November 9th, 2022, I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RayMelo. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.